If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah. Hey. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. 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 Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad.
Okay, Coach, football, of course, back in L.A. and back at StubHub Center in Carson, California. I'll tell you, you wouldn't think 30,000 people could make this noise. That's half the size of a normal NFL stadium, but this is no normal crowd. They are ready to go as their Chargers get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big body guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
On third down, Rivers finds his target. It's Gates. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. How many times have we seen this? Rivers to Gates on third down to keep the Charger drive alive. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So they go out of the gun, try to delay it on the draw, but nothing there.
Yeah, good play by the defense there. They sniffed it out and made sure there were no gaps for him to run. If you're the offense, though, you have to think to yourself, maybe I go play action down the road.
Rivers now on second down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for L.A. 59 yards. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
2nd and goal from the 1. Throwing Rivers. Right side catch. This is Gates. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. Sturgis adds the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That goes for a gain of 31.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Keenum. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun snap for Keenum. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. Broken tackle. And some room to work.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Now Sturgis on to add the extra point. Sturgis for the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And Denver getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. Got him in, he finds Sanders. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Keenum to Sanders for the Denver first down. They go play action here on 1st down. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
With that type of force on contact, as an ex-DB, I expected the ball to come free. I really did. I thought that was going to be an incomplete pass. I've got to admire him catching it, taking the hit, and getting the first down.
Well, anytime on those crossing routes, middle third of the field, you know there's a possibility of a hit like that.
And just think, if you can do that as a receiver, what that does for you and your quarterback's relationship, his confidence in him has got to be super high, and he'll look for him every time on those big 3rd down plays.
Again, they'll throw with Keenum. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now a play fake, and it's Keenum. And he's got Hireman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Let's go, let's go.
On first down, Murray. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Back to throw, Keenum. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. On first down, Keenum. Sanders has it over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Keenum. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To the air again, Keenum into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. He'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. The Chargers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11.
Yeah, Rocket. Good. Delta.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And now he's taken down. And Rivers in the end zone. Down to the ground he goes. That results in a safety and 2 points. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles and they change plays when they see certain sets? A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure. And boy, did it pay off in this case.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Throwing on first down is Keenum. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Working from the gun, Keenum. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punter King to send it away. Now Benjamin. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Rivers on first down. And he's got the open man. It's Allen on the comebacker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Gates with a grab. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake here, Rivers. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Final play of the half, Rivers. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Sturgis able to knock it through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly... You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Play action. Now it's Keenum. And this one is incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Right 20. Let's go, Roger. 22. 22.
From the gun, it's Keenum. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, here's Keenum. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for the Broncos on third. 41 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Off play action. Keenum. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Out of the gun, Keenum. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Keenum now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Keenum. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A handoff. It's Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Well, they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Keenum. Escapes the sack. And now he's swallowed up and taken down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the left hash, this from 37. And McManus able to put it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Adam Jones, the longtime NFL corner, able to get him down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Drew Kaiser now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now Keenum. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Melvin Ingram, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. A shotgun snap for Keenum. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Sturgis adds the PAT, and that will make this a 19-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Roger, Roger, Roger.
Now Keenum throwing on 2nd. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Shotgun snap for Keenum. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And down he'll go at the 25. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Marquette King now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Now the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Set! Block the team! Red Delta!
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Hey! Set! Delta!
This is Gordon as they go to him again. Room here to run. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Hurry up! Check. 80 high!
Now Gordon on 1st down. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Hey! Here we go. Hey, 4 down. 80 high! 80 high!
Now they try the right side here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Be hot! 4 down.
Here's Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Derek Wolfe in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And Denver getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready? 390! He's on!
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Set, round 80. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Take the edge, keep it skinny.
Rivers now. Allen has it, left side. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Again, it's Murray. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 3rd down, Murray. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returning, it's Benjamin. Oh, spinning away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They've gone final now out in Glendale. And it was the Raiders who were able to come away with a victory there. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year.
Hurry up.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. So for the home team here, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.